Flambeau Radio
Flambeau Radio
sparks knowledge, ignites skills, sphere of flame that forges learning.
Flambeau Radio
99.9 megahertz in your radio dial. You are tuned in to Flambeau Radio, the campus radio of the Isabela School of Arts and Trades, the prime mover of TechVoc education in the Cagayan Valley region. Now connecting to the community via sound waves to expand its reach to the 21st century learners.
Flambeau Radio
is a channel that broadcasts lessons of the Department of Education to enrich teaching and learning process, hoisting the flagship of enduring education, believing that our future rests on the hands of our youth. Flambeau Radio.
Flambeau Radio, at your service in education.
For a student like you, distance learning poses many challenges. Learning all by yourself in this time of pandemic is not easy. But cheer up, young minds, for your learning buddies are here to make learning outcomes rewarding for you. Dare to discover, learn, and be more competent as we sail together in the world of education. Join us in refining your skills to reach your full potentials as a learner here at Learning Today. What's your learning today? Aha! Monitor your learning today.
A wonderful day, my dear learners. It's me again, Miss Jovi Ariola, your radio teacher in Media and Information Literacy. How are you? I hope you are doing fine and in good condition to learn, because we are now in week 4 of our lesson. Previously, we took up types of media. In today's session, our concentration will be on media and information sources. And just like what you used to do, you are expected to bring with you your learning activity sheet and pen and other learning materials you need for the entire duration of our radio broadcast instruction. Again, grade 12 learners, you are expected to demonstrate an ability to examine and compare information from various sources in order to evaluate its reliability, accuracy, authority, timeliness, and bias. Determine the accuracy, reliability, and value of information by questioning the source of data, limitations of the information gathering tools and strategies, and the rationale of the conclusions. Define indigenous media and contrast indigenous media to the more common sources of information, such as library, internet, etc., at the end of this 1-hour learning journey with me. To make this fun and interactive, you can send a thumbs up via Messenger or in our comment section to signal that you're ready to begin, which is also my way of checking your attendance. To make it more interesting, you can send your shout-out greetings, questions, and reactions regarding our topic, which can be helpful as we unfold our learning journey. This and more after these reminders.
Have you finished your modules yet, Jenny? I am trying to complete my EAPP module, Mom. I noticed that part of my module in all my subjects is a presence of reflection. My advisor always reminds me, though, to accomplish it no matter what. Why is that? Jenny, reflection is a powerful tool to have better learning experiences. Really, Mom? How? Doing reflection in learning is a way of allowing learners like you to step back from your learning experience, helping you to develop critical thinking skills and improve on future performance by analyzing what you have learned and how far have you reached. So, Mom, when I reflect on my learning experiences, I am given the opportunity to share my accomplishments, struggles, and moments of confusion. And that makes me more directed what to do next because I know my personal strengths and I am aware of what to focus on with my learning. In that way, my teachers will also know of the things their students need more in instruction. You got it, Jenny. Wow! Not just that, Mom. I realize that doing reflection means I am in charge of my learning and that makes me getting better each day as a student. That's my girl. A friendly reminder from the Department of Education and this station.
Ang pagbasa ay mahalaga sa buhay ng bawat isa. Unawain ang binabasa, buhay natin ay sisigla. O halina tayo'y magbasa, ugaliin at maging bihasa, palawakin at pagyamanin upang makamit ang mithiin.
May pag-asa sa pagbasa, ang unang hakbang sa pagtamo ng karunungan, nakapagpapayaman at nakapagpapalawak ng kaalaman, nahuhubog ang kaisipan at paninindigan. Halina't magbasa!
Ang pagbasa ay mahalaga sa buhay ng bawat isa, palawakin at pagyamanin upang makamit ang mithiin, upang makamit ang mithiin.
Ito ay hatid sa inyo ng 99.9 Isa Radio.
We are back to our program Learning Today. I bet you are all excited with what we are going to tackle today, right? When you receive an information, heard or watch a news, do you instantly believe it? Have you ever doubted an information or a news that you just heard because it is not in consonance with what you have read from other sources? Do you ever question yourself if it's reliable? Today, that is what we are going to talk about. So hang on tight because we shall now begin. Kindly turn your module on page 20 and together let us unlock the following terms. The first is the reliability of information. It says there that information is said to be reliable if it can be verified and evaluated. It also refers to the trustworthiness of the source in evaluating the reliability of information. The second term is the accuracy of information. Accuracy refers to the closeness of the report to the actual data. Measurement of accuracy varies depending on the type of information being evaluated. Forecasts are said to be accurate if the report is similar to the actual data. Financial information is considered accurate if the values are correct, properly classified, and presented. Did you get that, learners? If you are wondering how to determine the reliability and accuracy of an information, just stay tuned because we will also be learning those today. Meanwhile, let's continue with the next important term, that is the value of information. How do you know if a certain information is of value? An information is said to be of value if it aids the user in making or improving decisions. It is also said to be of value if it was able to answer the user's questions and was able to help him or her in accomplishing a task. We have another term here, and that is the authority of the source. Much of the information we gather daily do not come from a primary source, but were passed on through secondary sources such as writers, reporters, and the like. Sources with an established expertise on the subject matter are considered to have a sound authority on the subject. For example, if you are researching about the origin of COVID-19 virus, you should gather information from those who are in the related field. Likewise, if you are searching how to fix your computer, you might consult a computer technician because he or she is knowledgeable about computers. Let us pause for a short break. More terms to be unlocked when we return. Jana, what is taking you so long? Let's go. Wait, Mom. I'm still looking for something to wear. What? Didn't you prepare your clothes yesterday? Yeah, but I don't feel like wearing this today. I have tried on many clothes, but I just can't find a piece that I'm comfortable wearing. And Mom, I also want something that is Instagrammable, you know. Jana, in choosing the garment to wear, you have to consider your body shape, your height, and even the shape of your face. Really? Yes, there are different body shapes, right? Like round, oval, hourglass, square, triangle, and inverted triangle. You just have to identify yours to know what to wear. Oh. And there are different shapes of face. These are round, oval, square, diamond, and heart. Identifying your face shape will help you in choosing garment's neckline that suits you. So, Mom, if I got a square face, what should I wear? Wear clothes with round and V necklines. How about a round face? For round face, you should avoid round necklines. Use clothes with V necklines instead. Okay. Then what is suited for me, Mom? For you? Let's see. You got an oval-shaped face. That is the most sought-after shape among designers because it suits any type of garment necklines. Really? Wow! How come that you know all those things, Mom? Oh, Jana, darling, you still have a lot to know. I learned that in my dressmaking class when I was in high school. Okay. But do you know what's best to wear? It's confidence. As you consider those rules, take your confidence with you always. Oh, interesting. I think I'm gonna like that subject where you learned that from. I wanna know more, Mom. Sure, but for now, hurry up because we are getting late. Come on. Alright, Mom. This is brought to you by 99.9 Flambeau Radio. We are back and you're still listening to 99.9 Flambeau Radio via Facebook Live. We shall now move on to the next term, which is timeliness. Reliability, accuracy, and value of information may vary based on the time it was produced or acquired. While a piece of information may have been found accurate, reliable, and valuable during the time it was produced, it may become irrelevant and inaccurate with the passing of time, making it less valuable. Other information may be timeless, proven to be the same in reliability, accuracy, and value throughout history. Wow, that is quite an information. Can you follow, class? Very good. Moving on, the next term found on page 21 of your module is libraries. Anyone who doesn't know what a library is? I don't think so. But if the library that you're thinking is a room filled with books, then there are more about it that you should know. Libraries are often classified in 4 groups. These are academic, public, school, and special. These libraries may be either digital or physical in form. Yes, you heard it right. Libraries may be in digital form too. Due to the wealth of information in a library, the access to the information may not be that easy. There are important things that you should know, like the access tool to use, how the information being accessed may be classified, and the depth of details required because some libraries provide only an abstract of the topic. The access of a more detailed information from libraries may also require membership or some conformity to set rules of the source like databases. That explains why there are sites you cannot just get information from. Libraries of published books are often considered highly reliable, accurate, and valuable. Books and documents from dominant sources are often peer-reviewed. International Standard Serial Number and International Standard Book Number registration ensures that standards were followed in producing these materials. Is that clear? Moving on to the last term, which is the Internet. In our previous lesson, we were able to define and even name its importance, but there are realities that we have to accept about the Internet. Information found on the Internet may be quite varied in form and content. Thus, it is more difficult to determine its reliability and accuracy. Accessing information on the Internet is easy but requires more discipline to check and validate. Factual and fictitious or fake data are often merged together. Sources always have to be validated. That I'll take as a reminder. You should too, learners.
Do you think before you click, who will read my post? If you do not know how to use information and technology, you are not a media literate. I'm Nicole. I use Twitter and follow Twitter accounts to be informed about the latest news.
I'm Alfred. I can share reliable articles and is open to different opinions.
This is Laura. I am knowledgeable in advanced and basic computer skills. I also value online safety by securing my gadgets and keeping my personal information privately.
And I'm Anna. I carefully evaluate the content through trustworthy sources.
I'm Alfred.
This is Nicole. I'm Laura.
And I'm Anna.
We are all media and information literate.
Yes, we are. Be like us. Think about your future. Observe and be involved. This is brought to you by 99.9 ISAT Radio.
The internet is like an open library. Click here, click, click that, click, and voila, the information is already served. Copying information is made easy, isn't it? But take it easy. You might commit a crime by simply copying someone's idea, even in the internet. This might fall under plagiarism. What is plagiarism? Plagiarism is an act of presenting someone's idea and claiming it as your own. These are the simple tips on how to avoid plagiarism. Number 1. Always cite your references or the source of information. Number 2. Use quotation mark when copying word-by-word information. Number 3. Always give credit to the author. These simple tips will help you to become a better citizen even in the internet. This is brought to you by 99.9 Your Sat Radio.
We are back, and still with you is your radio teacher, Teacher Jovi. Are you still with me? Please send a smiley emoji if you still are. There, let's continue. As I have mentioned earlier, not all information found in the internet is factual. So here are the ways on how to determine the reliability and accuracy of an information that can be found on page 21 of your module. First, always check the author. The author's willingness to be identified is a good indication of reliability. Got that? Second is check the date of publication or of update. While the information may be true, it may not be reliable if it is outdated and may have lost its relevance. That makes sense. Third, check for citations. Reliable authors have the discipline of citing sources of their information. Next, you also have to check the domain or owner of the site or page. The domains .edu and .gov are reserved for academic institutions and the government, respectively. Information from such sites are presented with caution and are usually well-grounded. Site owners have an agenda that affects the manner by which information is presented. Lastly, check the site design and the writing style. Credible sources take time to make their information accessible and easy to comprehend. Alright, those are the ways in determining the reliability of information. Did you get that, learners? If you have questions, you may send it in the comment section of our Facebook Live, or you can directly send it to me. This time, how are you going to check the accuracy of an information? The answers are found on page 22 of your module. First, look for facts, then cross-reference with other sources to check for consistency. You should also determine the reason for writing and publishing the information and check if the author is objective or leaning heavily on a certain point of view. Lastly, check for advertising. Advertisers may use related information to market their product. Currently, alternative media is popular. Examples of these are social media, blogs, and flash mob performances. These alternative forms provide greater freedom and power to ordinary individuals and are a quicker way of distributing information. The downside is that a lot of information being passed around is biased and inaccurate. But now that you know the ways in determining the reliability and accuracy of an information, You will not be easily misled, right? Still on page 22 of your module, you can find a table with questions for you to ponder and are very helpful in determining the reliability, accuracy, value, authority, and timeliness of an information. You can refer to this when the need arises. Learners, hang in there, and when we return, we shall dig deeper about indigenous media. Stay tuned!
Mom! Mom! What's wrong, Rika? Are you okay? Mom, my teacher asked me to do infomercial about our subject as part of our performance task. That's great! I know you can do that. I'm not sure, Mom. But why? I feel nervous, Mom. I am thinking of my schoolworks. I am not yet done in my modules. I don't even submitted my summative test. I am not sure if I have time to do it. You know, Rika, it's a matter of time management and good study habits. Time management and good study habits? What's that, Mom? Time management is the ability to use your time productively and efficiently, while good study habits are study techniques that enhance the students to realize their full potentials. Now I know what to do. I will make a list of things to be done and start a good study habit. In this way, I can finish my schoolworks on time without compromising the quality of my work. You were absolutely right. When you do things without rushing, you will have the best output. Thanks, Mom. I need to go now and I will now start managing my time. Okay, Rika. Study well. Always check your priorities. A gentle reminder is Chance from 99.9 Flambeau Radio.
For a student like you, distance learning poses many challenges. Learning all by yourself in this time of pandemic is not easy. But cheer up, young minds, for your learning buddies are here to make learning outcomes rewarding for you. Dare to discover, learn, and be more competent as we sail together in the world of education. Join us in refining your skills to reach your full potentials as a learner here at Learning Today. What's your learning today? Aha! Monitor your learning today.
And we are back to our program Learning Today. We shall now dwell into the world of indigenous media. Under that are four terms, which are indigenous, indigenous knowledge, indigenous communication, and indigenous media and information. Let us define them individually. Indigenous means native, local, originating or produced naturally in a particular region, while indigenous knowledge is unique to a specific culture or society. It is not written down. On the other hand, indigenous communication is the transmission of information through local channels or forms. It is a means by which culture is preserved, handed down, and adopted. Now, indigenous media and information refers to original information created by a local group of people. On the other hand, indigenous communication is the transmission of information through local channels or forms. It is a means by which culture is preserved, handed down and adopted. Now, indigenous media and information refers to the original information created by a local group of people. This also refers to content about indigenous people that may be distributed through dominant forms of media or through forms of communication unique to their group. Examples of these are documentaries and feature stories about the lives of indigenous people or group. Do we have to know or to hear about them? Is indigenous media and information important? If your answer is yes, then you are right. Now, here is my question. How important indigenous media and information is? I would love to hear your thoughts about this. Again, how important indigenous media and information is. You may send your answer in the comment section or in our group chat. And let's try to read all of those when we return.
Ang pagbasa ay mahalaga sa buhay ng bawat isa. Unawain ang binabasa, buhay natin ay sisila. O halina tayo'y magbasa, ugaliin at maging bihasa, palawakin at pagyamanin upang makamit ang mithiin.
May pag-asa sa pagbasa, ang unang hakbang sa pagtamo ng karunungan, nakapagpapayaman at nakapagpapalawak ng kaalaman, nahuhubog ang kaisipan at paninindigan. Halina't magbasa!
Ang pagbasa ay mahalaga sa buhay ng bawat isa, palawakin at pagyamanin upang makamit ang mithiin,
Ito'y hatid sa inyo ng 99.9 Isa Radio.
Have you finished your modules yet, Jenny? I am trying to complete my EAPP module, Mom. I noticed that part of my module in all my subjects is a presence of reflection. My advisor always reminds me, though, to accomplish it no matter what. Why is that? Jenny, reflection is a powerful tool to have better learning experiences. Really, Mom? How? Doing reflection in learning is a way of allowing learners like you to step back from your learning experience, helping you to develop critical thinking skills and improve on future performance by analyzing what you have learned and how far have you reached. So, Mom, when I reflect on my learning experiences, I am given the opportunity to share my accomplishments, struggles, and moments of confusion, and that makes me more directed what to do next because I know my personal strengths and I am aware of what to focus on with my learning. In that way, my teachers will also know of the things their students need more in instruction. You got it, Jenny. Wow, not just that, Mom. I realized that doing reflection means I am in charge of my learning, and that makes me getting better each day as a student. That's my girl. A friendly reminder from the Department of Education and this station.
We are back only here at 99.9 Flambeau Radio. You wowed me with your answers. I am surprised that you have different perception about how important indigenous media and information is, but it boils down to one fact, that it is as important as the other type of media. It is true that popular media cannot reach some rural areas. While print, broadcast, and new media have a wide reach, there are still areas that these forms of media have not reached. Indigenous media and information are highly credible because they are near to the source and are seldom circulated for profit. The rest of the importance of indigenous media and information is listed on your module on page 23. I believe you can all agree as you read those. There you go, learners. We are through with our topic for today. I hope you were able to digest those informations. But if you still have queries, do not hesitate to send a message. At this point, we shall now proceed to the first activity. Are you ready? Here we go! The direction says, revisit the news that you submitted in the previous lesson. Cite the source of the news, your background about it, and describe the type of information that you got from the source. Answer the question that follows. Do this in your notebook. So if you were able to answer the learning task 2 from the week 3 lesson, you can accomplish this activity immediately. Let us now see how challenging your second activity is. On page 23 of your module, the direction says, go back to the controversial piece of news or issue you used at the start of the lesson and fill out the table below. Do this in your notebook. This activity is like a continuation of the first activity. Answer the questions inside the table to be able to fill it out. Is that clear? The third activity, which is found on page 24, will test your learning regarding indigenous media and information. This is how you're going to do it. Using a mind mapping tool, discuss the concepts of indigenous media and information. Start by defining keywords and connect them to other terms. If no related ideas come to mind, write them and draw lines connecting the other sub-ideas. You may refer to the graph on your module. Did you get that? Sure you did. Learners, aside from those activities, there are still 3 more for you to accomplish. But do not worry because those are self-paced. Just answer those during your free time. You may also send a message to me for further assistance. Reminder, keep all your activities to be submitted on the scheduled retrieval in your respective barangays. At this point, I'd like to thank you all for participating today. Your showing of enthusiasm to learn gives me the zealousness to continue in teaching. I hope this method of instruction helped you in understanding and answering your modules easily. I also hope that you were able to learn something today. And that is all for now. In the name of Isabela School of Arts and Trades Senior High School and the Department of Education, this is Jovelyn Ariola, your teacher on air. Until next time, stay tuned for more learning on air. Have a great day.
Flambeau Radio.
Flambeau Radio.
Sparks knowledge, ignites skills, sphere of flame that forges learning.
Flambeau Radio.
99.9 megahertz in your radio dial. You are tuned in to Flambeau Radio, the campus radio of the Isabela School of Arts and Trades, the prime mover of TechVoc education in the Cagayan Valley region. Now connecting to the community via sound waves to expand its reach to the 21st century learners.
Flambeau Radio
is a channel that broadcasts lessons of the Department of Education to enrich teaching and learning process, hoisting the flagship of enduring education, believing that our future rests on the hands of our youth. Flambeau Radio.
Flambeau Radio, at your service in education.